It's my 35th birthday and we are going to Europe. So me and Parul are going on our new escapades to France and the Netherlands. And this is my 35th birthday on 25th of September 2022. So I thought why not make a fun video about how I actually do the planning and pack for my trip. So this video is going to be about all the things that I pack in my big bag, this big suitcase that you see here on the table, and what goes in my backpack too. So come on, let's get started with this. So our itinerary looks like this. Our first stop is going to be in Amsterdam. Then we are going to head to Marseille, which is in France, south of France actually. Then we are doing a road trip in south of France from Marseille to Cannes to Saint-Tropez to Nice and a few villages around that area. And then we head to this island called Corsica, which is basically an island that is shared between the edges of Italy and France both. It's a beautiful island. I'll share a lot of vlogs from my trip. I think I can make daily vlogs or different islands and cities that I'm traveling to. You can let me know in the comment section below what you want to see first, and I will release that on priority. Then I think the first and the foremost thing is to check the weather. So now I'm going to be basically between two main weather zones. One is going to be towards the north and then the other one which will be towards the south. So come, let's see what the weather looks like. Okay, so if you look at Amsterdam, we are looking at about 9 degrees in the night and it goes up to a range of 18 degrees in the day. There's some rain expected as well. So I have to pack for rains. I have to be prepared for that. And I've got to have winter clothes, which means I'll have to pack some layers as well because it's going to be cold. Now let's see what Marseille weather would be like. So Marseille is showing a low temperature of 12 degrees to 15, and daytime it ranges between 21 to 24, and of course it shows rain as well, so I have to prepare again for rains and mildly cold weather. So this should mean about a couple of layers, a cut sleeve jacket and maybe a pullover or something like that. So that's Marseille. Now let's see Corsica also. Corsica shows about 8 to 10 degrees in the night. So Marseille and Corsica, south of France and Corsica would have similar weather. Paris and Amsterdam would have similar weather. So I need to pack for Paris and Amsterdam, and then I can carry forward those similar layerings for the lower half of the trip, which is the south of France. Okay, so weather check. So as far as the flights are concerned, we've booked Lufthansa both the way. That is from here to Frankfurt to Amsterdam, and then on the way back it's from Paris to Frankfurt to Delhi, right? So that's the itinerary of the flights, the main ones. And of course, you need a Schengen visa to travel to these European nations. And one tip here is that you must plan your trip ahead because there's a lot of delays in terms of getting your visa. So we started planning this trip 3 months before that. I think it was in June we started planning this. We booked our flights in first week of July. We applied and took appointment for the visa in July itself. Yes, and our appointment was in August. And just a couple of weeks back, we got our visa in September. So plan ahead and well in advance, right? The flight is a check, visa is a check, weather I've seen. Also another pro tip here is that you must carry a Forex card to whichever country you're traveling to. Their local foreign currency should be there. Ideally load it up in a card because you get the best rates. I bought this card from Book My Forex. It's I think one of the best platforms in India. It's not sponsored, but I actually bought it from them and they give the best rates from wherever I've seen. And ideally you should do a 80-20 split. 80% of your money should be loaded on a card so that even if it gets lost you can get a new one, or you can block your card or something. And 20% should be cash in your pocket. And mostly and widely cards are well accepted across the globe, so that's the best way to travel as far as your foreign currency is concerned. Another thing that I'm trying to do on this trip is I'm going to try and pack light. I'm a very heavy packer because I tend to pack everything in my bag. But this time I'm trying to be a little cautious. Also, I'm staying at my childhood friend's place in Marseille, so I have an option to wash all my clothes in the laundry there. So easy part. I'll try and take about 10 to 12 pair of clothes, and then I can repeat them. This is a 3-week trip. That means 21 days. And I'm only packing for half of it, which is about 12 days. But yeah, for now, let's get started. Let me show you how I start building my packing list from here on. So here are all my uppers that I'm going to carry for this trip, right? So first I'll start building with layers. So what you need is the innermost layer, which is your t-shirts. These are these are basically a little thicker shirts that I can wear on top of my t-shirts or the inner layer that I wear. This one is a cut sleeve jacket. This one's a full sleeve warmer. This is a zipper, that I'm going to take on my carry-on bag, because even in the flight sometimes you need a jacket, so I'll just hang it out here. I'm thinking about wearing this t-shirt on the flight, so I'll put this out here because it's comfortable, it's loose. This is a wind cheater. This is basically waterproof, so this also goes on for the days that it's raining. It's perfect. Now these are some workout clothes in case I go for a run or I hit a gym somewhere. I've taken just one shirt for this trip just in case I feel like. Rest are all t-shirts and inner layers. There is one pullover. Now let's see how do I pack them. Alright, so that takes care of all the upper layers that I'm going to be wearing for this trip. So they all have come into this part. You should fold them up nicely like this. It makes more space in your bag. Now let's see what's going down on the bottoms. What are my bottom layers like? My jeans, my cargo pants, or the lowers that I'm going to be wearing on this trip. These are my track pants. Again, a couple of more running shorts. So two pair of jeans I think is a must, a black and a blue denim jeans. So you can pair them up with any of these combinations that I've shown you. So I think you must always have while you're packing for a longer trip, especially more than a week or two. This is a recent buy. It's basically a vegan leather pant from Zara that I bought. I'm going to show you some combinations, interesting ones that I make on the trip. You can look forward to those, and maybe this is something that you can add on to your wardrobe and look super stylish with them. This is a slightly warm kind of pajamas. I really love them. I think the fabric is wonderful, and it makes you, it keeps your legs warm as well. So this is something that I can wear in the nights or the evenings. And these are two more, pajamas kind of pants. This one is khaki, and this one is just checks. Alright, so the lowers are taken care of. Now what's left? Socks and underwear. There's some more space here for that. I'm going to put it in here. Alright, just wait, give me a minute. So I always carry a lot of pairs of underwears and all different forms of it. There's briefs, there's boxer briefs, there's boxers, right? And I've already made a detailed video on what kind of underwear you should wear and when, because it's really important to wear the right kind of underwear for your comfort. It starts with your right underwear. Alright, so that underwear is sorted. In terms of your towels, I recommend buying something like this, which is, it's a Quickdry towel that literally dries up in like 5 or 10 minutes of sun. This is perfect if you want to go to the beach or if you want to, just dry yourself quickly while you're, in a rush or something. So this is perfect for traveling. So this takes care of this part where all your clothing is. I think you can close this up now. Now the next part for this side of the section is going to be toiletries, any gifts that I want to carry for my friends, and of course shoes, right? So most important. Let's get on with the shoes first. So I'm taking about 4 pairs of shoes. There's a this brown pair of boots. There's a pair of sports shoes. Make sure that the sports shoes that you're carrying especially should be the ones that you've broken into. Don't ever carry new shoes. If you get a shoe bite, your entire trip is screwed. So one learning that I learned, so I think I can pass it on to you. 2 pairs here. Then there's a pair of white sneakers, and these are a pair of slip-on shoes. And of course finally there's a pair of slippers. So this is all I'm carrying in terms of my shoes and slip-ons. These are waterproof, so they're perfect for the beach. ordered for himself. And of course I'm taking some gifts for him as well, so all of these come on this side of the product. Another essential part is I always suggest that you carry these. These are basically universal adapter plugs, so it says Europe here, And finally, this is my toilet bag, toilet accessories, toiletries. I put them here. Now we'll move on to the backpack. So what goes in your hand while you're in the flight. These are essentials that you will need on your trip also. So let's move on to what we have in the backpack. Alright, so this is the main backpack. First thing that goes in is the laptop. That goes in the back pocket here. This is the printout of all my itinerary, my train tickets, my ferry tickets, Airbnbs and stuff. I always like to keep them handy just in case. That goes here. Then this is a pair of my reading glasses that I have. This goes at the bottom of the bag. Now there's a perfume that I always carry and keep handy with me. That goes into the side pocket. And there's a pair of earpods that I have. This also goes in the side pocket. This is the camera gear. So this is a GoPro Hero Black 5. I'm gonna put this in the case. Okay, so this will go in the bag. Now I usually like to carry an organizer because there are so many chargers that are flying around, and then there's a whole mess with the wires. And so now a lot of chargers are type C, so I usually prefer to just take one USB charging port of type C type. I can charge my phone with it, I can charge my headphones with it. I can even charge my earplugs if I have to and stuff. So then I start organizing. This is the charger for my watch. Also needs to go in the organizer. Let's do it properly. So the phone goes on top of this, and then I can shoot for myself like this. So this is perfect. So this goes in the bag. So yeah, a sorted backpack with you. It's pretty light, easy to carry. A neck pillow is something that I think is must for for a longer trip. So you must always have a neck pillow that suits you and is well adjusted to. It's perfect for in flight, especially when you're traveling economy. It's really helpful. And this is my fanny pack, which is branded with Environmanly. This I'm going to use to keep my passport. So this houses my passport, it has my Forex card, it will have my Forex currency, anything that I need handy basically goes into this. And then this remains with me throughout the trip. Alright, so that was the way that you pack for your trip. And I think this is the ideal way to go about it. Start building with your layers, the base layer that you're going to wear, your t-shirts, sort your underwears, sort your socks, then you move on to your shoes, you move on to your jeans and pants, whatever you need, and then build layers on top of it, right? Carry a pullover, carry a jacket and carry a cut sleeve jacket, so you can just do combinations as and when the weather requires for you to do so. Now that you watched this video all the way to the end, it's time to reward you with a bonus tip. So here it is. The last part that I keep for the last day of before I depart is my haircut and my beard and threading or anything that I need, because my eyebrows want to join and meet each other in the middle, so I have to separate them as well. So I always keep it as the last thing to do on the last day, so that I'm fresh and my haircut looks fresh, my beard cut looks fresh on the day that I arrive into the local city there. And if it's a very long trip, then I might just get another haircut locally in that particular city. So yeah, that's the final part of packing and getting ready for the trip. And I'm going to see you guys very soon with a lot of vlogs from this trip. I think I'll do one in Amsterdam. I'll do a review of Lufthansa, how my experience goes with them. It's been pretty bad recently. They've been cancelling flights left, right and center because of the strikes that happened and all of that. So we hope that we get to Amsterdam on time and get back to Delhi in time as well with Lufthansa. I'll do a review of that. I'll do a review of Amsterdam. I'll do a video on Amsterdam, Marseille, Corsica, south of France road trip, and also 2 days in Paris that I'm spending. So yeah, there's a lot of fresh content coming to you guys soon, and I'll see you guys soon. Until then, remember friends, life is more fun when you're at the top of your game.